Hi, this is Jack Stanley, and I want to talk about humanity and the computer. It's an interesting thing if you think about it, how the computer age, how this amazing period of time and the internet has changed humanity as a species. It's changed us completely as to our social networking. It's changed everything in the way that we look at things. And it's fascinating how so many people are connected around the world and so many different bully pulpits on various activities, ideas, and philosophies. Now, we have advanced in many regards due to the internet and computers and social media. There's been a wonderful surge of information, but on the other side of the coin, there has been a regression in many parts of us just being human. We don't have the strong desire to speak face to face. We don't like conversation. Conversation has suffered terribly. And people today are far more comfortable speaking from a distance or texting or tweeting or using Facebook or whatever it may be, and so many different avenues of social media. Look at dating. Dating is taking place right on the computer. It's not. The world has changed. I mean, like people used to go out and meet people and maybe go to a bar or something like that. That is all changed. Now you can date, now you can meet, you can hook up, you can do all kinds of stuff via the computer. And so that whole part of our culture has changed. So many different things have changed as well. I mean, our ability to describe and to verbalize things in words to another person has been supplanted by using various little pictures and what they call emos or things like that. And it's really amazing to see because I predate the computer age. I was born before computers had anything really to do with much of anything, to be honest. And when I was in school, we did have a computer. It filled an entire room, and it shot out punch cards. It didn't do much of anything else. But today, the computer is an integral part of who we are. And if there is a power outage, if the internet is down, if one of the social media sites is not working, there are people that go through withdrawal in a sense. I mean, because their entire lives are wrapped around the computer. And it is a fascinating thing to see. But I want to add a couple of other things that I find that are a little problematic. And that is that so many people are drawn into the internet that they have a hard time getting out. There is actually an AA group that has been designed for people that have an addiction to the internet. There are people that will play games or basically just get so immersed in the social media they can't stop. And there have been many cases of people falling dead while playing games on the computer, that they stop eating, they stop drinking, they stop sleeping. They're so obsessed. And this is just the beginning. You realize that in 20 years from now, we're not going to recognize what is now when it comes to computers and social media. It's going to be so far advanced. And also you have artificial intelligence, AI. All of this is going to get involved. But we've become much more tribal. Isn't it interesting? Because of the internet, because of computers. We have fallen into groups. We don't socialize with other groups. We don't socialize much at all. People don't seem to want to get together. They're much happier conversing with each other via the internet. Now, that's not true of everyone. I'm not trying to generalize, but it is true that our whole social norm, if we go back to, let's say, 1960 and compare it with today, it's almost 60 years ago. The world has completely changed from that point of time. And the people of 1960 wouldn't even recognize this world, practically. Just as us, in the year of 2018, will certainly not recognize the world of 2040. It gives us pause to think of how we have changed. It gives us pause to think of how we have advanced and, oddly enough, regressed.